This portrait, we're learning a lot about the differences between the retouching tools. And let me just continue that. Here I'm on the heal brush and layer, but I'm going to do the spot healing brush tool instead of the healing brush tool. The main difference between these two tools is that the healing brush tool requires you to pick a source. For the spot healing brush tool, no source is needed to be picked out, and Photoshop will do its best to guess what you're trying to blend and adapt. So you're not copying and pasting from any area. What you're doing is painting over what you want to get rid of. So for example, if I do that over here, it's going to try to get rid of that difference and blend with the background as best as possible. If I do that to the eye here, you can see that it's going to get rid of that eye and blend it in as best as possible. So this is starting to be really strange, but it makes the point that it's not sourcing the white background behind the image. It's actually sourcing texture of skin, of chin stubble, of lines and wrinkles. And you can see that I can smooth out this face just with the spot healing brush tool alone. And it's looking for a variety of different ways that pixels are performing, and the color, the texture, and the repetition of those pixels, and it's duplicating that, and it's giving us the best result that it can here. In this case, it looks very strange and much like a horror movie in terms of the outcome, but what we're seeing here is that the algorithm doesn't always know what we want. So in this case, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to erase these features, but for you, it might be that the tool might be acting up where you're trying to get rid of something or blend something away and it's not working. Well, that's where these other tools come into play. With the healing brush tool, you can be more specific with what you're getting away with, what you're trying to minimize. And then the clone stamp tool, you can select the source and you can copy it directly, and you're not allowing the program to guess for you. So in this way, there's a hierarchy of tools that I use when I'm editing. First, it's the spot healing brush. If that doesn't work out, then it's the healing brush. If the healing brush doesn't work out, then it's the clone stamp. And in a way, those are the three tools that I use for retouching the most. And I think that's really a common way that most editors approach those specific tools. And I hope that you'll be able to do the same when you're working on your photography.